afternoon, students. Today our topic is profit and loss. In our last chapter, in our last class, we have read about different type of transactions that happens in our daily life. If we go to a shop and you buy something, okay, so there is a chance that in that transaction there can be a profit for you or that can be a loss for you. Okay, see, actually the profit and loss is mainly to the shopkeeper who is selling the goods. Okay, because the shopkeeper also does not manufacture the good himself. Sometimes manufacture is also possible, but most of the cases you will see shopkeepers are generally buying the goods from some other place. So in that case, what is that, like, if they are buying the product, means some money is going from their pocket and they are giving to the manufacturer. Like for example, a shopkeeper is selling toys, then the shopkeeper will purchase the toys from the toys manufacturing company. Okay, so the shopkeeper will spend some money in purchasing the toys. So after purchasing, they will go for selling it, because it is no use keeping the toys with them. It has to go to the customers like us who are interested to buy those toys. And in that case, what happens, they keep some margin. Like suppose they have purchased the product at some price, then they need to sell the product, okay, according to the demand among us. Like for example, if there is a craze for these kind of toys, so maybe the price of that product can go up. Understood? In that case, there is a profit to the shopkeeper, because the shopkeeper is paying more if the more than the cost price, that is actual how much money shopkeeper has spent on that particular product. The shopkeeper is selling with a price higher than that. So in that case, it is a profit. Now there is also chance of being lost. Suppose there are some products, it is just remaining as a stock and not getting sold from so many days. So in that case, the shopkeeper can reduce the price. It can go even less than the cost price, and in that case there is a loss to the shopkeeper. Okay, so let us come to the definition of cost price and selling price first. So price at which the goods are bought is called the cost price. The price at which the goods are bought are called as cost price, and the price at which the goods are sold is called as selling price. And if the selling price is greater than the cost price, means there is obviously a profit. So how to take out profit? Selling price minus cost price. If selling price is less than cost price, then there is loss. And what is loss? That is cost price minus selling price. Now the next topic is overhead expenses. What do you mean by overhead expenses? See, many a times what happens, the shopkeeper when buys the goods from the manufacturing or company or any other from some other shopkeeper, then what happens is there is some extra money, or we can say additional charges, which is spent on that particular product. That is like transportation, because the shopkeeper cannot bring so much amount of products, okay, so many products just like holding in hand. It's not possible. The product can be very heavy, or the number of products will be too many. So for that, any transportation department has to be told. Okay, there are so many transportation agencies who are given some additional money. Okay, apart from this, there can be labor charges. The person who is going to bring that product, deliver the product. Okay, so some labor charges is there. Or also packaging. When the good, how you will package, the packaging cost, some extra money the shopkeeper pays. Okay, so all these are known as overhead expenses. and these overhead expenses are generally added with the cost price. They are again generally added with the cost price. Okay. So here comes the definition. The additional expense to the price at which shopkeeper spends before selling the goods, and this is how we calculate it. Cost price plus overhead expenses will give you the actual cost price of the product. Okay. Now come to exercise 10b. We are doing question number 2 here. Find the profit or loss if an article is bought for rupees 9,000 and sold for rupees 9,999.50. So first of all, you will write what is the cost price of this article. So cost price, we will use CP. Okay, the short form of cost price. So CP of the article equal to rupees 9,000. Then sold for rupees this, so it will be SP. SP of the article equal to rupees 9,999.50. Now here we know that SP is greater than CP. So what is there? There is profit. Okay. So now we have to take out the profit. Therefore, profit equal to SP minus CP equal to rupees 9,999.50 minus rupees 9,000.00. So rupees 999.50 is what we get the profit. Okay. Now coming on to the next question. I am doing question number 5 here. 4 dozen pencils were bought by Arnav at the rate of rupees 2.50, that is 2 rupees 50 paise each. 10 pencils were used by him and remaining pencils were sold by him at the rate of rupees 3 and 15 paise each. Find whether Arnav made a profit or incurred loss in this transaction. Okay. So first we need to take out cost price of 4 dozen pencils. Okay. Cost price of 4 dozen. 4 dozen means it is 4 into 12 equal to 48 pencils. That is equal to how much? One pencil cost is rupees 250 paise. So this will be 48 into rupees 2.50. Okay. So how much it will come? Let us multiply 48 by 28. 48 into 25. 8 5s are 40. Carry 4. 24 here. And this is 96. 9 plus 2, 11 plus 1, 12. So 1200. 1200, one more 0. Okay. Now 2 digits from right hand side means it is rupees 120. This is cost of 4 dozen pencils. Now 10 pencils were used. Remaining pencils were sold. Okay. So 48 minus 10 equal to 38 pencils were sold. Now SP of 38 pencils equal to 38 into rupees. Selling price is 3.15 each. So 3.15. So So that is equal to, we have to again multiply here. That is 315 into 38. 8 5s are 40, carry 4. 8 1s are 8 plus 4 12, carry 1. 8 3s are 24 plus 1 25. 5 3s are 15, carry 1. Then 3 1s are 3 plus 1 4. Then 3 3s are 9. So after adding we get here, this is 0, this is 7, this is 9 and this is 11. So 11970. 11970. So this is rupees 119.70. Now find whether Arnav made a profit or incurred loss in the transaction. So definitely there is a loss, because we find here CP is greater than SP. Okay. CP is greater than SP. So there is loss. But loss by how much? That is CP minus SP. Loss equal to CP minus SP. That is equal to rupees 120.00 minus rupees 119.70. 0, 10 minus 7, it is 3. Here 1 gone. So this is 9. So 0. So 0. So it is rupees 0.30 or 0.30, or we can say it is 30 paise. This is the loss. This is the loss in this question.